Okay, welcome guys to my reverse engineering tutorial number 1. This time, this is the first one, and it's gonna be just a tutorial on how to crack a very basic crack.me. So let's open up Ollie and open the crack.me and run it. As you can see down here, this is the crack.me. Let's first just see what it does, what happens. So as we can see, this one asks for a username. So let's type in a random username, and then it asks you for a password. And obviously it says, "Oops, not quite." Press any key to continue. So the point of this crack.me is to either find the username or the password inside the program, or patch it so any username or password will work. So we'll do both things here. So let's restart the program and run it again. Then let's right click, search for all reference text strings. This is a very beginner thing to do, especially when programs get protection against Ollie, or they have some sort of obfuscation. Then you won't be able to do that, but for this very basic one there's no protection, so you can do that. And when you search for text strings, you can see right here in the third line, you can see username, password, and root, tour, congrats level 1 complete, oops not quite, and pause. System pause is means press any key to continue. So we know this is kind of the end of the program. So the whole program really, it just starts here and ends here. So let's click on username, right click, and follow in disassembler. Now this is where the program asks you for username, and we can follow through and see here it asks you for a password, and then we see something called root and then something called tour. Now it's very interesting that it shows up right after password and before the end of the program. So to me this looks like a username and a password, so I'm not sure, but let's give it a try. I'll run the program again, type in root, tour, and voila, congrats level 1 complete. This is apparently the username and password. Now this is a very basic crack.me. Obviously other programs won't have a username and a password that explicit. So let's go ahead and try to patch it. So open up crack.me again, and this time again search for all reference text strings. Go to the username, right click, follow in disassembler. This time let's go ahead and see what it does. So asks you for a username, then goes for a password, then you see the password and the username, then you see some sort of test something, then it does a jump. Now where does it jump? It jumps to 00401408. If you look on the side here, this index is right here. So this is all good, it's still in the base of the program. After it jumps, there's another test. Now after that test, there's the jump to 00401442E, which is right here, which is where the program will output oops not quite. Now we don't want the program to do that. We want to disable this jump. There's a lot of ways to get around it, but this is tutorial number 1. We'll do the simplest way, which is simply disable the jump so it never works. We do it by right clicking, going to binary, and fill with NOPs. NOPs stand for no operation. So when the program goes through here, it just will ignore this and jump to here, which will output congrats level 1 complete. Now let's run the program, and here let's put a random username and a random password, and here we go, congrats level 1 complete. We disable the jump, so no matter what you type in, it will always work. So this is tutorial number 1. Stay tuned for my second tutorial.